Hi, and welcome back to We're Talking Tea. It's your girl Q, and we're about to get into the Real Housewives of Potomac. But before we get into Real Housewives of Potomac, please make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss out on the next time that we talk tea. So, the drink of the night, I called it myself. It's the Peach Berry Tango. It's vodka, peach schnapps, lemonade, and Stella Rosa mixed berry. It's delicious. Y'all should try it. So that's my drink of the night. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get in this episode because, baby, per usual, it's always something going on. So first up, we had them on the bus. I think Bravo could have did better with the way they welcomed them in this episode because they were on the bus and it was just drama from right from where it left off last week. It was a whole bunch of drama. Them going back and forward, Kay and Stacy and all that kind of stuff. But they moved past that. Then they went into the arrival of the event. Yes, so they went to the road. What it is, Preakness. They went to the Preakness, and it was a good time. What I didn't like was what's her name, Stacy. Stacy choosing to keep this lady money. No, that's not what happened first. I misspoke. Yes, Stacy did keep Kay money because Kay did give all the ladies money, and she asked them to go bet, but Stacy kept the money. She put the money in her pocket, which was a hot mess. Like, girl, come on now, $20? You couldn't even spend $20. Talk about something. That's how she stay rich. Girl, bye. Anyway, so one thing I did miss was the Wendy when they did go to place their bets. Wendy and Giselle having the conversation about, was it Angel not liking her or Angel not graduating or something like that? Now, Wendy, you already know you sharing this information with Giselle. It's going to get back to the group, and Angel's going to hear about it. But we can already feel that Angel has a problem with you because she's friends with Kate. But yes, we will know that Giselle is going to carry the bone, so we'll see how that goes. Then we had Jazz. All of a sudden, Jazz walks up and she gives all the ladies a hug, but I didn't see the camera pan to her giving Kay a hug. All of a sudden, I already feel like something's going on with that. And then they introduce her as a friend of Stacy's. Maybe I don't recall. I say, but last season, I remember her being on the show. I just don't remember her being a friend of Stacy's. But anyway, Jazz came in hot. Like, Jazz, you didn't even give it a break. And then you having a conversation with Angel about your fiance getting married, and he's the seventh time starter, and her husband is a 10th time starter, and that was a whole conversation, which to me it wasn't something that probably had to be talked about, but I guess Angel felt the need to talk about it, so she did. Then you went in to do the situation with Kay and Jazz, Kay trying to get Jazz together because she was like, Jazz was talking about how, oh, cause I know you and Greg have a lot going on, so I'm gonna give you some grace. Kay said, baby, me and Greg is fine. What are you talking about? You need to focus on your man, your fiance, having all these outside babies when he's supposed to be with you. So I'm gonna need you to get that together before you try and come in hot for me. So yeah, Kay, bonus point for you because you got it together. Like, baby, I am not the one. Then she tried to throw her under the bus by saying you got into it with Wendy, or you came and shared some information about Wendy to me. What? If she came to you and said anything to you about Wendy, you wouldn't have had a problem with saying it. So why can't you say what was said? You didn't already say it. She didn't said something. Why you can't show her what was said? What's the big deal? You you should just go ahead and tell the group what she said, because you know Kay didn't tell you nothing. You just trying to instigate. Then next up, Giselle being messy yet again. She's talking about some, oh, we're on this trip to throw Jazz a bachelorette party. Not just last week. Last week episode, Jazz didn't even know y'all was going. She wasn't even invited on this trip. But now that you know her and Kay got issues going on, you were like, that sound like T. That sound like T. That's drama, drama, drama. We're gonna invite her on this trip. So you invited her on the trip. Then Ashley wanna come in on Angel. You know we can't have camouflage bags. Why would you sit there and bring that bag? You need to pay attention to what she saying. You need to pay attention to directions or something like that. She said, baby. Then Bravo won't be messy and pan the clip of what the thing said from Nevis. The thing said, clothing. No clothing for adults or children. Baby, this is the bag that does not say bags were not permitted for camouflage. So she wasn't wrong for bringing her bag because it said clothing. But Tia had her. She was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and put your stuff with my stuff. It's no big deal. I'm not trying to have you go to jail out here. Let's just go ahead and move past it. So Tia, bravo to you because you stepped up and you was there for because she needed that moment. So then we have Jazz trying to throw Kay under the bus. Saying, oh, we talked about that with her. Talk about Wendy, and then Jazz having a robe. How Jazz get a robe and she wasn't even supposed to be on a trip, but then you don't even do one for Stacy. Giselle, you being petty. You could have gave that girl a robe. Really? Or don't put none of the girls' names on the robe. But you're talking about I'm still trying to get to know her. Don't invite her on a trip if you was going to be like that. You still trying to get to know Angel. Why would you put her name on the robe? Like, you just being messy. But that's true. Giselle fashion. That's just what she do. So it is. And Karen has always warned us about this, but it is what it is. Like, come on now. Be for real. Yeah. The whole conversation with Giselle. Talking about this does not look like her. Talking about Angel. Why didn't that look like the lady? Like, you can still see the resemblance. And she has gained weight since the baby. Her baby is 19 months old, which I'm not understanding why she's still breastfeeding. But people breastfeed their babies for however long they want to. I'm a mom. I don't know how long you should breastfeed, but she still feels the need to breastfeed for her baby. And go ahead, mama. Keep on doing what you're doing. You won't get nothing out of me. Keep doing it. But I just feel like it was just like, come on, y'all. Are we really having a whole conversation at the dinner table about if she looked like herself? Come on. That was unnecessary. Like, what are we doing? Yes, she said this was pictures that was taken a long time ago. She chose to use it. It's her picture. It's her likeness. She used it however she want to use it. Who are y'all to tell her she can't use her own photos? But then we have Stacy that wants to go in on Giselle, like try and hurry up and change the subject. Oh, well, Giselle, you want to get on me and who I'm dating, but you dating somebody too. And she was like, yep, I am. It is what it is. But you ain't tell the group. And Ashley know about this person. So you want me to be clear and transparent about if I'm back with my husband or who I'm dealing with, but you gonna sit here and go on dates and do what you want to do and don't share with the group. And Ashley clearly know who this man is. She has met this man before several times. So why you gung ho on making Stacy life miserable behind your bull and you not being transparent with the group either? But as always, your GNA sister had your back, girl. You can't fight your own battles, but Ashley had your back. Ashley was ready to clock T2. Well, you gonna sit there and say you dealing with what's his name, Chris Samuels. You dated Chris Samuels. You trying to date Chris Samuels, girl. So what? She did, and why you mad? She could date what she want to date. You worry about who touching your stuff, not who's touching her stuff. If she wanted to date who she want to date, by all means. She ain't no friend of Monique. She don't owe Monique nothing. So what's the big deal? I also wanted to touch on how Kay had to get Jazz together. Like, you so quick to want to throw me under the bus and check on me and my man with you and your babies. But I totally forgot that man and had 2 babies for her. On her. through the whole little situation. So I don't know. This episode was a lot. Like, Bravo, come on now. What we doing? Because it was a lot, but it was dragged out. And it was two events going on in this one episode. It was them finishing the Preakness and then them going to Nevis. So I think it's Nevis. Nevis? I'm not sure. Nevis. But it was a good episode. So until next time, thank you all for talking tea with me, your girl Q. And like I always say, if you personally know me and you want to talk tea with me on the couch, by all means, please reach out and holla at your girl, because I'm always looking for a guest person on my couch to talk tea with me. So until next time, I will see you as we talk tea on the next We're Talking Tea with your girl Q. Y'all have a good night. Bye.